Welcome back to I'm Just Game, Season 2, baby.
Where we serve real talk, queer joy, and all the tea in between.
This season, we're celebrating life, love, and everything fabulously in between.
Because this podcast, it's more than just a conversation.
It's a love letter to all of us. Let's get into it, baby.
And we're live.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the I Am Just Game podcast. And we are in Season 2, Episode 2. The tea about World Pride DC. Let's go. What had happened was that, well, let's talk about the tea with World Pride DC, Laverne Cox. Let's put a pin on that one. And rooftop parties, bathhouse, and more. And with that, Rahshek will give you the rest of the tea.
Yeah, so actually, I'm going to give you the recap of episode 1 of season 2. I mean, can you believe it? We actually are here now. Like, wow. Like, that is so amazing. The recap, folks, is you're getting the behind the scenes. So that was recorded, pre-recorded before World Pride actually happened. We thought we were being innovative and going back into the future to record that episode. And let's just say that episode had the last laugh on us because nothing in life is free. We went to a public library where they had a free podcast studio. Let's just say we will never do that shit again. All right. Because it took me hours upon hours to get that uploaded. It was not nice. It was not kind. It was not joyful.
It was not cute.
It wasn't.
It wasn't very demure.
But nonetheless, we are here and we're in season 2. So, all jokes aside, please do go and check out episode 1, which is part 1 to this episode that we're now recording. But before we dive in, one of the things that we did insert into this season is the love letters, a love letter to all of us. So hopefully you all found the last one to be very fulfilling and took something away from it. And so before we kick things off, we actually have a love letter today. And it is, dear community, what a journey it has been to make it here, to this moment, to this season, to this fresh reintroduction of I Am Just Game. When we set out to reimagine our podcast, we weren't just refreshing a logo or polishing a tagline. We were planting seeds of community, connection, and joy that we hoped would grow in every corner of our lives. And already, the love that you've given us back feels like sunshine on those seeds, and we are certainly blooming right alongside you. This episode is, the what really happened, the truth telling of what really happened during World Pride. We dreamt, we planned, we imagined, and then life did what it does best. It's surprised us. The magic of World Pride wasn't only in the events of the parade, but in the unexpected joy of community showing up in all the messy, fabulous, and real ways. Our rebrand, our new tagline, a love letter to all of us, isn't just a phrase again, it's a promise. A promise to keep showing up with authenticity, humor, and heart. The joy we've received from all of you, your messages, your shares, your laughs, your moments of connection, has been the heartbeat of this new season so far. So here's to us, to the journey, to the lessons, to the sparkle and the setbacks. Here's to the truth of World Pride, to the joy of belonging, and to this community we're building together. One love letter, one laugh, one episode at a time. With gratitude and glitter, of course.
Bitch, why you want to make me cry? Stop it. I don't want to cry anymore. I'm always crying in that podcast. I'm like this, like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Don't cry.
You know I have that gift, right? You know it.
That is a love letter. That is a love letter. I haven't had a love letter read to me in a while. So that was awesome. That was a love letter. And we love all of you, by the way. Thank you for being part of this community. Thank you for being part of this podcast. Thank you for the support. Thank you for following and sharing, giving, talking about us, supporting us, like following us, and like seeing, like really being part of all the craziness that is I am just gay and what we bring to the table and how we want to bring community together. So thank you so much, Rashik. That was an amazing letter. He is a wonderful writer. I can attest to that. But World Pride was whirling. It was a lot of whirling in World Pride. So first of all, I want to thank a couple of people for World Pride. Thank Crew Club DC. I had a great time. I met a Puerto Rican, like T.S. Madison said, and
Puerto Rican.
the Puerto Ricans came to play at the Crew Club DC bathhouse. So
So wait. Pump the brakes. Wait. You just say the Crew Club DC, like all of our listeners know what that is. So let's dive into the pool, my friend.
I don't
I
mean
need
there
an
was like I
explanation. I
don't
need
mean
an
to a lot of
explanation.
I don't mean
I
to a
need an
lot of
explanation. What is the Crew Club,
okay, so
first of all?
what had happened was that
Let's
what
not.
happened was is that you and my best friend like were like I'm just gonna stay home. And I'm like, I'm going out. I'm going outside. So I ended up in some like I made friends. I'm so grateful that I'm very like a friendly person because literally the I was staying in the hotel in DC and the guy at the front like we became like kind of like buddies and he told me about this like Hispanic gay club that I went to. It was cute. It had like Hispanic music and drag queens. And then it was like 2 in the morning. I was like, I don't want to go home yet. I'm gonna be outside. And then I ended up at Crew Club DC, which is a bathhouse. Bathhouse people. I was at a bathhouse. Bathhouse. And
There
it
is
was
no shame.
no shame, no shame, no shame. I like bathhouses because I get to see what type of people are in the area. I get to see the materials that
It's
we have.
the tourism department. What do they call those things? Like we're just gonna go with tourism department when you go to cities to
It's like
understand
no,
the
no,
lay of
it's
the
the
land.
welcome. It's the welcome.
Yes,
It's
the welcome center.
the welcome. They welcome me. They welcome me, sir. The Puerto Ricans were welcoming me at the Crew Club DC. I said,
Nice.
God, send me some motherfuckers that's gonna do me right. And like T.S. Madison said, he sent me Puerto Ricans, Puerto Ricans. Little ass Puerto Rican came to me. He's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Hey, what's up, little one?" And he was not little, by the way. Afterwards, it was big.
Okay.
All right, Puerto Rican. So if you guys want to have a good time, if you guys want to experience what this has to offer, go to the Crew Club.
The welcome center. That's what we'll describe it as from now on.
The
The
welcome
welcome
center.
center.
The welcome center. Okay, so I had a good time. It was cool. Got home at 6 in the morning. Had a great time. So if you guys want to have a good time in DC, really come and visit the Crew Club DC. They were amazing. They were friendly. They were nice. It was clean. Great facilities. Please come and enjoy what DC has to offer.
Nice.
Besides that, it was awesome time at DC where we ended up at a rooftop. Thank you, Rashik, and that was an amazing time. We got to see like the pride flag. We got to see the parade. We were up there in the rooftop, and then we went down, and we got to be with the people. Laverne Cox was there. She was there, kind of like the master of ceremony for the thing. So it was the first person we saw at the parade. Really cute, very friendly, very nice, very cute, very demure. And then we put a pin on that one because we'll talk about whatever's going on at some other episode. But it was cute. I want to say I want to thank Thirst as well. They like gave me a whole photo shoot that appear on the website. The music is amazing. The vibe is amazing. It's the only Rashik, I want to maybe can reiterate a little bit more about Thirst because you're more versed on that because you're in DC. So Thirst is a black gay club
Yeah,
that's
a black gay owned lounge in DC on 14th Street. Pretty historic as DC, I think as we've discussed before, was the chocolate city. It's not so chocolate anymore. And so when it comes to these sort of establishments, they're very far and few in between. And Thirst Lounge, I think 2 years now, or maybe a year, opened up on 14th Street. Wonderful spot. They do live DJ, hookah, great wings. They also do karaoke. Yeah, just great vibes all around. So if you're ever in the DC area or live in DC, definitely check out Thirst Lounge and quench that thirst.
Yeah, so and then they literally have a like guy taking pictures of you, so like to promote the club, and it was like I was like modeling, I was giving you face, body, I was giving you all the looks. I was like, more pictures of me, of course, more pictures of me. I love it. So thank you, Thirst, for putting me on your website. I was very like shocked. My Rashik is the one that told me. I was like, you're on the website, babe. Me,
Yeah,
little old me,
that
little.
weekend we made quite a few cameos on their site that weekend. It was fun.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. The parties were partying. There was like so many like artists that came to DC Pride World Pride. Dochi was one of them. It was a good time. We were doing a lot of partying, a lot of we got to go to like great DJ sets as well. I was able to meet all your crew from DC, so that was a lot of fun, great times with great friends, and new tricks as well. So I was able to get new tricks in DC too. Thank you, tricks, for tricking as and we were just getting ready for Pride, and it was like I literally went to like pre-Pride the weekend before, and then me and Rashik like met again at actual World Pride. So I was in DC like 2 weeks back to back. So
Back
I
to back,
mean,
baby.
I was outside, bro. Listen, I was so outside that I came back and I went to the emergency room and they said, "Sir, you need to like get it together. You're dehydrated. You're dehydrated." And I was like, that was because I was partying way too much. I am old. I cannot do that anymore. But at the end of the day, no matter how sick I was or whatever, I was outside and I had a great time for World Pride. Thank you, World Pride DC 2025. We will see you at the next World Pride as well.
Exactly. No, it definitely was a wonderful time.
Yeah, so how was your experience?
My experience was fantastic. I mean, there were just so many things to take away. I mean, first of all, the fact that you were able to come here not once but twice was fantastic. It was an amazing time, especially getting to meet the crew. Shout out to the Sunday Supper crew. They know who they are. That was awesome to have our worlds collide in that way, and just an amazing time. And we'll talk about when our worlds collided again, when we went down to Atlanta, but we'll save that
Oh,
for another episode.
that was a whoa moment. Like I mean, that was whoa, whoa. That was what I became.
Yeah, but truly for me, I think the first like big takeaway was we need liberation and not freedom. I'm not going to dive into it now. I did talk about it on the last love letter in episode 1 of this season. So that was like the introduction. But I want us to dive deeper into this concept of wanting liberation and not just freedom for our community was something that I witnessed that we certainly need. And then for me personally, it was about getting out there and testing the waters. So one thing about me, I am a introvert through and through, baby. But thanks to, recent therapy sessions and, coaching from friends like yourself, I use World Pride as the opportunity to just cut away that introvertness, if you will. I just made up that word probably. But yeah, get out there and test the waters, and did some flirting, and it was
Mhm.
fun. It it paid some dividends
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
we have new friends now. We have new friends and new
Yes,
followers.
exactly. We have quite a smattering of new followers and new friends. Yeah, just a wonderful time. I mean, you know, the big takeaway for me is like it may seem daunting, but you just get out there and test the waters, and you're not going to drown. So that
Sure.
was like one of the
This
personal
what's the worst
takeaways.
that somebody can say, guys? That you go up to a guy and you tell him he's cute. What's the worst he can say? Thank you, or like do nothing at the end, and it's like, who cares? At least you tried. At least you went up to the dude and like got yourself like the courage to be like. And what? Well, how about if he does say, "Hey, what's up? I want to get to know you." How about
Right.
if that happened? Like you could have missed a chance where you could have met maybe like a great friend. It doesn't even have to be like somebody you want to like hook up with. Somebody like maybe that is like a good vibe. Like we met with. I want to know. I don't. His name escapes me right now. But we met this great guy at a restaurant because you said, "Hey, you're cute," and then all of a sudden, like we were engaged with him, and we got to know so much about him in such little time, so deeply that it was
Right.
amazing. He told us like very deep stuff that it kind of connected us to him in some way. So, apparently we are his elders, his gay elders. He said that to me. I'm like, bitch, are you calling me old?
Yes. But hey, that
But it was all in fun, all in fun. I loved it.
exactly. It was a fantastic moment. Um Another one for me is, again, just this realization that platforms such as the I Am Just Game podcast is needed. Full stop. Um was
Mhm.
another highlight of the weekend. So, being there and, telling people that we're on this journey of being on a podcast. I am going to take off my meta glasses because it's talking to me. It's sending me a text message. It's like really loud. That was scary. So yeah, so that was definitely a highlight as well. But the biggest highlight of them all, I feel like this needs a drum roll. So I'm gonna find that drum roll. Is like it's just I mean, words cannot express. We're gonna give it a cheer. How about that?
Let's cheer it, baby.
Yes. So that cheer is for none other than this life-changing experience at Deep Sugar on May 31st at Flash
Mm-hmm.
with none other than incredible Ultranate.
Ultra
I mean,
Nate.
can we just get into how she changed our lives on the dance floor?
Oh, G changed my life. I had a spiritual experience in that dance floor. My soul left and then came back, and I was like, "Where am I right now? What's going on in my life right now? Why am I different? Why am I different today?"
Exactly. I mean, same, ditto, basically. Like, we went to this house party, Deep Sugar. They
Mhm.
had, I think, what, 3 or 4 floors, and let's just be honest, we were invited by one of my good friends, and you and we were not feeling it when we first walked in.
Yeah,
Okay,
we were.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
call a thing a thing. I'm just gonna call a thing. Yeah, exactly. So we had to. I went upstairs. They had an outside like patio
Well,
area.
it was cute. It was a what is it? What is that? Deep sugar, right? That's what it's called,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, Deep Sugar. Yeah.
No, but
Um,
it was actually the patio outside and it was cute. I was
yeah,
feeling that at that moment because I was like, at least it's a patio and it's like a rooftop, so it's kind of cute that we went out.
right. And so after the rooftop, I then decided to go on the second floor, which was the middle floor.
Hmm.
And my gosh, I am
Oh
so glad I
my
did.
goodness. I mean, at the moment that woman started playing her set, I was like, what is going
Is
on right
happening.
now?
Like it
What
was an
is
outer,
happening to
it
my
was
body?
exactly. It was an outer body experience. It was an outer world experience. It was amazing. I mean, which, I mean, goes ultra nate, like ultra. Yes, it was ultra something. But just let's give her flowers. So I'm just gonna give her bio.
Yeah.
She is a trailblazing DJ, singer, songwriter, and global dance music icon. Her career has spanned over 3 decades, people. She was born and raised right up the road here from Washington, D.C., in the great city of Baltimore. Alternate made her mark in the early 90s with her powerful vocals, infectious energy, and fearless artistry. She's best known for her global anthem, Free, which has become a timeless celebration of liberation, self expression, and queer joy. She is also a proud advocate for LGBTQ plus rights and a mainstay in club culture around the world. She's consistently pushed boundaries both musically and culturally. From house and disco to soul and electro, her sound defies categories while always keeping dance floors alive. She's had a solo career and she's one half of the DJ duo Black Market and continues to perform internationally, reminding us all that music is liberation.
It's
So,
so liberating. She liberated me that night. I was like, there was things I didn't know I was holding on to, and her music like helped me set them free. There was a lot of fears. Honestly,
mm,
like even the podcast I came up that night in that dance where and be like, man, you gotta trust that this is gonna work. And she made me feel that. Like she made me feel like you gotta you gotta trust that you know where you're going with this. And she made me feel like I have to trust that everything's gonna be okay. And I remember going up to the like close to like where she was performing and like I didn't notice that because I didn't notice it because I was in the music, but like you kind of noticed and like, hey, you went up there and she started playing like some Hispanic music because she saw you there like giving it in the dance floor. And I was like, yeah, she did. And she did do
yeah,
that for me. She made me feel, you know what? She made me feel welcome. She made me
there
feel
you
like
go.
in that dance floor. Like I
Yeah,
belonged with her and with everybody else in that moment. She didn't have to do
exactly.
that, but she did it.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, so true. Like, her DJ set to me was very cathartic. I mean, I literally cried, like tears of joy, tears of release. It was amazing, breathtaking. I remember the first song that I ended up hearing when I came down was Diana Ross's Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Yup, she was doing it.
So, yeah, yeah, yeah. It was amazing. I mean, honestly, I know I can pontificate on Alternate the rest of this episode, the rest of this season, but
Yeah.
we're going to stop right there. We're going to put a pin in it, and hopefully at some point we can continue this conversation and make it a
But
bit
we will.
more
This
richer.
conversation is not the end of this conversation.
Exactly.
Just so you guys know,
So
this is not the end of this conversation.
exactly. So
This
if
is
you
just the
do not
beginning.
know
This is the beginning of the conversation, actually.
exactly, if you do not know Alternate, do look her up. That is ULTRANATE. All right. Do yourself a favor.
And listen to her set and her music. She's been around for, I mean, she's been around.
30 plus years.
Yeah, I mean,
And
that's
she looks amazing. Like she still looks like a baby.
she looks so in person. She looks so young. I was like, girl, you look so young,
She's fierce.
and you
Fierce.
met her.
Yes, I was gonna say I got the opportunity to literally give her flowers. There was another Deep Sugar set up in Baltimore on a rooftop, which was just as amazing. And gave her flowers and got an embrace from her, and it was incredible.
Yeah,
So,
and she's
Alternate,
so
thank you
supportive.
from the
When
bottom of our hearts.
yeah, when
Thank
we
you.
thank her actually for things that she does, she like reposts them on her site. Like she's very aware of her fans. She's not like
Yes,
those people that do not respond to her fans. She really does respond to her fans. She makes you feel like, oh,
exactly.
I see you. Like that's how I felt with her set, like her DJ. I see you. I
Yes.
see
So
you.
there is a phrase that I use in the workplace a lot. As you all know, I do inclusion work. And that word is sawabona, which is a South African phrase for literally meaning I see you and I see all of you. So she definitely was giving sawabona.
Definitely, she was giving that. So, what else?
Yeah. So yeah, and then I guess I'll wrap up my bit in this segment around we had a reunion of sorts at L'Oreal Plaza.
Oh, you gotta give the backstory to L'Oreal Plaza, and you gotta mention pizzeritas because that's how that's what L'Oreal Plaza always means to me. Pi- Picture after picture of pizzeritas, and everybody like was like, "You guys are having so much fun," and we're like, "We're vibing with this pizzeria."
Exactly. Yeah, so L'Oreal Plaza is a restaurant here in the Washington D.C. I guess classified as Mexican. Would you say?
I think it's just like I think it's Honduran.
Okay.
It's Mexican food though. It is Mexican based food.
Okay, got you.
I don't think they're Mexican, but the food is great, and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
and then that's what we're mostly basing the food. And if you want good like margaritas or pizzeritas, go to L'Oreal Plaza because those pizzeritas are turned.
exactly. But yeah, it's just one of those DC mainstays, staples that you go to. Great frozen margaritas, great pizzeritas. Back in the day, we were no good after leaving L'Oreal Plaza. And
We were
so
not
Hernando and I,
able
exactly, we hadn't been together in what, over 15 years or so?
over 15 years. I
Yeah.
mean, L'Oreal Plaza had like, it has his moments
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah.
had a moment that it wasn't what it was. But when we came back right now, it really was what it was. Like
It
it was
was.
like
It
felt
was.
like it was like when we first met and went there for the first time like 20 plus years ago. So I mean, it's back. It really is back.
Exactly. So yeah, so we went there. We also shout out to a friend of the podcast who is a GM at 60 Vines, which
Mm.
is a great wine bar slash restaurant, great food, great wine service. They have 60 wines on tap. So if you're into wine, that's your thing, go check it out.
But the
The
food,
one in Foggy Bottom, yeah, and tell them the I Am Just Game podcast sent you. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, you can tell them. I don't know if you're going to get anything from that, but yeah, go check them out. Yeah, the food is amazing. The service is amazing. So yeah.
and just so you guys know why we're doing this, because like let me tell you something. Rashid is like the food whisperer. The food whisperer, okay? Like if you want to know of a good place to eat wherever we're at, like we were in Atlanta, great places he picked. We were in DC, great places we picked. We've been in California, great places we picked. He is like knows food. He is a foodie for real. You go to his restaurant that he picks and you are gonna eat well, ma'am. You're gonna eat well. So just a little part about like a little bit of like deeper knowing us as people. Like Rashik is a foodie for real.
Yes. So yeah, so we will be incorporating that into the podcast here and there. So look out for that.
That's awesome. I'm excited about that because, like, let me tell you, the foods that he picks, the restaurants, they're really great. And I follow when he says let's go here. I don't even question it. I'm like, let's go because I know I'm gonna eat well. So you guys follow his recommendations. Go to L'Oreal Plaza, go to Six and Vine. Like, great food, great vibes, great pizzeritas, great times. You are gonna enjoy it. So let's talk about what's up with I am just game, right? There's a lot of things going on with us that our audience should know about. I know we've already relaunched our logo and stuff like that, so you guys are aware that we like really launch our new logo. Some people don't know like the process of like just doing a logo. Just so you guys know, it's like not that easy. I just
You
want
don't
to tell you
say.
that the logo you see is like it took. People don't know what it takes to like get these things together, and now it was a process, and this is that logo is a labor of love for me and
It
Rashik.
really is.
It really is a labor of love, guys. Like we really like put a lot of thought about our audience, about what we represent, our where I am just game podcast is going, and that logo really represents all of that for us. So please, If you like the logo, share the logo, like comment on the logo, give us feedback on the logo. But we really wanted to let you guys know that, that logo is also a representation of our love for you as the audience as well, because we want you to be part of this community. So,
Absolutely.
so
And yeah,
we did things. What did we did things to start
exactly.
this.
But no,
We
before
made
we go after the logo, we would definitely want to thank Sebastian out in Germany,
Yes.
who's actually Colombian as well, who is the graphic artist behind that. So thank you, Sebastian. Your invite to be on the podcast to tell your story is coming very soon, because Sebastian has an amazing story that you all should definitely hear and be a part of.
Yeah.
So
We're
again, thank you, Sebastian, for that.
Thank you, thank you. The logo is amazing. People have commented they like it, but and they've told us that it really brings the podcast together. So we're very happy with the work that you did for us. So thank you.
Yeah, in addition to the logo, we had a photo shoot at none other than JC Penney's.
Penny, we did the
Fun.
J. Penny photo shoot, baby. At this point, you probably already saw the pictures of like some of the photo. More to come. There's more pictures. Like I'm sure
Exactly.
we'll
We'll,
be
we'll
sprinkling them along this season. Just giving you.
exactly.
My favorite one's is me in the rug. So if you see that one, comment and subscribe, baby.
That's like your Zoolander photo.
It's like secret.
But yes. Also, shout out to JC Penney's, and what I forget the gentleman's name who was the photographer.
So
Like
nice.
Chef's Kiss, he did an amazing job. The
So
JC Penney's in Wheaton, Maryland at Wheaton Plaza Mall. Like it was such a throwback opportunity for us.
and shout him out because he really was like literally. I mean, he didn't have to do what he did with us. He
Yeah,
said like usually like just pictures, but he really was. He made us like feel super comfortable during that photo shoot. Like he was just like following our direction. Like he was just our photographer. Like he was like we had hired him personally. So
exactly.
amazing. I mean, he was amazing for real.
He really was. And also, shout out to the special guest in some of those photos, Paula Boykin, who was on season 1 of the podcast. You'll see some of her appearances in that lovely photo shoot here soon. So look out for that. And again, thank you to our dear friend and sister of the podcast, Paula Boykin.
We can she remember you guys, Paula's Kitchen Mission. It really always needs support. We do feed the homeless. I am part of Paula's Kitchen Mission. And how, she really gives back to the community in Miami and Atlanta now that she's in both places. Very follow Paula's Kitchen Mission. Like this is a great organization that's feeding the homeless.
Absolutely. So yeah, what else did we do? We went to
What's the bear party, baby?
yes, a bear party, which happened to be literally steps
Next to
away
your
from the apartment.
Why is your area so gay? Gay, gay, gay.
Yes. And not only was that one happening, there was another circuit party
There was
happening right
two
next
of
door
them.
to
Two guys.
and literally like I'm not kidding when I say steps away from my doorstep.
Not kidding. Like I'm literally like we walked 3 steps and we're in his apartment entrance. And I'm like, why is the area so gay? I'm moving here.
Exactly. But no, that was a fun time. Again, we went with some friends of the friend group and just had a gay old time. I'm going to say that. We also got to meet someone that I admire for so many reasons.
Cause
We met the
Cause he's
dancer.
hot. I like it. He's hot. He's so hot. Yeah. Every time I
Yes,
see that, I'm like, yummy.
yes, Mr. Dominus. Again, for your pleasure, go check out Mr. Dominus. That's RDOMINUS_DC. He is a blogger, gay, sex, and intimacy coach, all things kinks, fetishes, and polyamory. And he
Sure.
just launched a podcast that you all should also check out called Freak and See Podcast. That
Hey,
is Freak in the letter N, SEE podcast. Follow them on Instagram. And we did DM him like a few months ago to invite him on the podcast. So, Mr. Dominus, your invite to the podcast is also coming in the virtual mail here soon. And we would love to have you as a guest on the
Yeah,
podcast. And yeah, we wish you luck on your podcast as well. So, thank you.
introduce me any day, Mr. Dominus, for real. Let me tell you, he dances and he gives it to you. He gives it to you every time when he's dancing. He is not a lazy person. He's out there like giving you all that
He's doing
sweat,
it.
that body. So thank you, Mr. Dominus. That was an awesome time. We love seeing you dancing, and we had a great time at that bear party as well.
Exactly. So I see we have another item that we're going to talk about, but let's push that to the end of this segment because I feel like it's going to create some waterworks and we don't want to mess up the flow.
Like, I don't want to mess up my makeup.
Right.
You know how much it takes to get ready for this podcast? It's hard. It's hard, guys.
Exactly. But no, shout out to my mama, Miss Diva, the Chris Jenner of this podcast, the mom manager.
She's our momager. She's
I
out
mean,
there
that
promoting it.
woman, we had did a mock-up of some marketing and gave them to her, and she was on these streets plugging the podcast, her two sons just plugging us away. So shout out to you, Miss Diva,
Miss
and
Diva,
thank
we
you.
love you. Thank you for loving us and supporting our adventure. And like always, honestly, Miss Diva has never like gone against anything we've done. She's always been so supportive. Like very
10
like
toes down.
do it. Just she doesn't like question you. She's like, yeah, of course you can do it. Do it. Like so
Exactly.
good. So good, Miss Diva. Like, thank you for being that in my life, and I'm sure you're being that in your son's life. I mean, it's good to have somebody like that roots for you like that. So, thank you so much.
It's
We love you.
absolutely, we definitely love you. And yeah, as we said, spending time with Miss Paula, that's what, second or was that the first weekend? I'm losing track.
The first
Yeah.
weekend was Miss Paula, and the second weekend I was outside.
Yes, yes, because Miss Paula came and she was just as excited as both of us were to go see someone by the name of Shakira. And we're driving from the photo shoot, and Miss Paula's in the back. She's like, "Guys, by the way, the concert was we're getting ready to go get dressed and go to the concert." She's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Guys, I just got a news alert that Shakira canceled," and I'm like,
Like, no
"No,
way.
that's fake news."
No, it's World Pride. She's opening up World Pride. She cannot cancel. She's opening up World Pride. I mean, literally, there's like posters everywhere in DC of her opening up World Pride. Of course, she didn't cancel. Of course, she
Of course
didn't.
not.
But
But
she
of course,
did.
but she did.
She
And
did.
dare I say, I think she may have just literally got canceled by like the community. Like, I don't know if you all saw the post. I think World Pride posted it,
Oh my God.
DC Pride posted it, and the way that it was written was so shady.
Charity.
As someone in journalism and marketing, like I'm like, you all knew what you were doing with that message. So
They
shout
put
out to yeah,
canceled on like like on top of it canceled. They canceled her.
exactly. But
Not
you
like
know
they
what?
canceled the concert because it would have been like, we're sorry that we can't that a concert canceled. No, they literally put just a big canceled.
Yeah,
Shady queens. I love them. I
that
love
was
them. I will be
that was
shady.
rich. Exactly. That was so rich. But you know what? When life gives you lemons, you go and see a play.
Yeah.
So instead of Shakira, we went to go see an amazing queer love story from the Oscar winning screenwriter of Moonlight,
Moonlight.
Terrell Alvin McCartney, and it was directed by Kent Gash.
Thank you.
Amazing. It was at Arena Stage. So powerful. The way that the story was written, the way that they offered community with the audience and the folks in the play, the subject matter was so deep and rich.
I mean, I
Wonderful.
really my father issues were like on display in that play. I was like, Why am I dealing with my father issues in this moment?
Beyond. It was amazing. I had the luxury of seeing it, or privilege of seeing it twice. One with the Supper Sunday friend group, and then once with you, Paula, my two sister-in-laws, and we just had an amazing time. And what made it even richer was the after. So the concept of the play is at the end there's a wedding, and you're really invited in as a guest as all of this is happening leading up to the wedding. And they broke the fourth wall, and literally after the play was over, there's a reception, like a wedding reception, where I think the night that we went, a right, a couple was celebrating what, like, their 35th year anniversary.
Oh, no, I think it was like 40 years that they have been together already.
40 or 50 or something like that. I mean, there was.
It was crazy. I was like, oh my God. And you know me, you cannot take me to a wedding because I will turn it out.
You will. I think I have some footage which we will put out there. I think you were wobble wobble, shake it, shake it. Yes,
And people are like, that gentleman over there that's breaking it down. You mean I? You mean I? Me?
exactly. But no, seriously, thank you, Shakira, for counseling, because
Yeah.
We Are Gathered was fantastic. I hope that that play gets run nationally or on Broadway or somewhere, because
To win awards. That play needs to win awards. I mean, the
exactly.
way it's set up, it really makes you like you're in the play. You're in it.
Right.
Like, so that just that feeling of being in a play, that was a very new experience for me, because you really don't experience that a lot in plays. So if you want to feel like you're in, if you want to feel like you're in the movies, don't say We Are Gathered.
Exactly. So yeah, so that. I mean, that was the gist of, what really happened at World Pride, not the made up version that we thought. And see, this just goes to show, like, you may have one sort of direction that you want life to take you in, and life is like, I'm going to life and I'm going to show you another direction. And in
That
this
was the best
case,
direction.
that's what I was gonna say. It was the best. I mean, we got Alternate, life
Mhm.
changing experience. We got We Are Gathered, life changing experience. We got the JC Penney photo shoot. Like, I mean, just amazing. And honestly, it was the queer moment of joy. It still is. I mean, after 4 years of us not being in person with each other, celebrating and hugging on each other, to do that not once but twice during the
Yeah.
month of June was epic,
It
quite
was so
frankly.
amazing. It was like
Yeah.
it was like God was saying to me, just so you guys know, I do believe in God. I'm a God believer. Just I'm coming out as a God believer. And you don't have to believe in God, but I believe in God. You can believe in whatever you want, because it's a free world and you should get whatever you need to get. But like I said, God was like, hey, in the month of June, you are gonna experience the love that you've always had your whole life from this man that you love like a brother, and that he's following this gay path and this gay journey with you, and he's always been there. So thank you for being in my life, and man, just just showing up for me. Thank you. I appreciate that. I love you very much.
I love you too. Uh, so yeah, so with that, I think we're at the end. Like Janet says, is that the end?
Is that the end?
But yeah, I mean, before we really wrap things up and close out episode 2, what's in the future for I Am Just Game? First of all, Amsterdam next year, World Pride. Come,
Going.
come with us. We're going.
We're going. We're gonna be there. Come be with with the I Am Just Game podcast at World Pride Amsterdam next year. We will be there. I love Amsterdam, by the way. I love that place.
Exactly. In addition, in 2028, we're going to be in South Africa at World Pride 2028. And by the way, not only are we going to be there, we are proclaiming it right now with a prophetic word that I Am Just Game podcast will be hosting something at World
Something will
Pride
be
in South
posted by us.
Africa.
Something will be posted.
Yes. And of course, you all will be invited. Of course, continue to follow us with the rebrand. We have some perspective amazing, and I don't say that lightly, guest uh, coming to the podcast this season. So look out for that. And folks, this is our season of love, all things love this season. All right.
Love. It's gonna be love, 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 love. But and one of just so you guys know, there is also gonna there's not only love of like people. There's love of things, places, food, anything. Then that's what this love episode, this season is about. Like it's loving of everything, of loving of your dogs, or loving of your the food that you like, or love like this is the season of love because love comes in so many ways and into so many things. So we're glad to show you guys all aspects of love with this season too. So we're very excited to bring that to you as well.
Absolutely. So, yeah, so with that, we have reached the end. We want to thank you all for joining us on this journey, making it to episode 2 of season 2. And yeah, before we bounce, we definitely gotta share our queer moment of joy. I shared mine, which was I'm still living off of the high of being in community with you this past June. What about your queer moment of joy?
Maybe that the funnest thing, the greatest joy for me these 2 weeks that I was able to be together was see like which I saw community with your crew with the Sunday
Supper Sunday crew?
Supper Sunday crew, and then just the fact that they I don't want to cry.
Actually, we're called the House of Kings. That's what the group chat
Exactly.
title is.
So the House of Kings, they were like the most loving, welcoming people, and they like brought me in, and I made me feel so like you belong to your group, you know. And that was very beautiful. That was
Of
very
course, you belong to the group because let's be real, bitch. You're the original OG, okay? And let's keep it funky.
yeah, but you have these people that love you so much,
No, no,
and
I get what you're saying. Yeah, no, that
yeah,
we know it's all
they
love.
because they love you so much, they love me so much. So that was
Exactly,
very
exactly,
very like belonged in this group like from the beginning. Like no, bitch, it's like you've always been here, like you've always been.
exactly,
So I'm
exactly.
very grateful for that. So that was my career moment of joy. Thank you
No,
guys.
that's a great one. That's a great one. And yeah, we'll have the friend group on the podcast probably in doses. Maybe we'll get them all together at one time. It's
We
hard
have
getting us
to.
together in one place
And,
at one
but we
time, but
have
I'll
to because we
try.
can come free and we could be like, mm,
Exactly. So I'll put that in the group chat tonight, and we'll make that happen. But no,
mm.
really, folks, truly thank you. Continue to subscribe, rate us on all the podcast platforms, wherever you're getting your
We're
podcast, even on
everywhere.
YouTube.
We're
Yeah,
everywhere.
and
We're everywhere.
exactly. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts. Give us a review.
TikTok,
Tell us what you like. Tell
Instagram.
us what you want more of or what you want less of. Like, really, this is your community. This is our community. So we want to hear from you. And so, yeah. And with that, this is the end of World Pride Part 2, What Really Happened.
What
Thank
had
you.
happened was, I just want to say thank you, Puerto Ricans.
Yes, thank you. Oh, and then I also want to shout out the Tar Heels because this week began my doctoral program at the wonderful University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. So shout out
Yes,
Tar Heels. Any Tar Heels in the house, let me know or let us know.
follow
So yeah,
us, Tar Heels.
exactly.
We love all universities or higher education. Listen, I'm one to be like, hey, I know there's a path, but I think that higher education also is something everybody should experience because it really opens up your world. So I'm about go to college, even if it's for like 2 years, just to give yourself just this open, wide thing of like seeing things beyond your life.
All
And
right.
college doesn't do that for you. So I'm a
And if
advocate for education.
right. And if not college, a trade school. Try
Yeah, something.
something. Try something
Try,
new.
try,
Maybe that's
try
yeah, try
something.
something new. Yeah,
Try something.
exactly. All right,
All right.
folks. It's been real. Thank you all. And with that, we love you. Bye bye. Woo! That's another chapter in our love letter, y'all.
If this episode sparked something in you, share it, tag us, and slide into our DMs.
Because this space only grows when we grow together.
Thank you for listening, for laughing, for loving out loud.
We'll see you next time on I Am Just Gain, a love letter to all of us.